Hello students, welcome back to my channel Learning English. This is Navonita Chatterjee and I am here to help you to learn the basic English grammar. Today I am here to help you to learn tenses. Why tenses is necessary in our English grammar. So let's get started. At first I would like to mention the role of tense in our English grammar. By the help of tense, we understand the correspondence between the form of the verb and our concept of time. Okay, that means if any action is done, then it is mandatory to know the exact timing of the particular action. That is why the reason why do we need tenses in our grammar. Tense shows the time of an action. Tenses are of three types, that is present, past and future. These three tenses again subdivided into four types, that is simple present, present continuous, present perfect and perfect continuous, present perfect continuous. Similarly, the past tense can be subdivided into four types, that is simple past or past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. And the last one is the future tense. The future tense also subdivided into four categories, that is simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. Today I am going to tell you about the present tense only. If you really like this video and find it really helpful, then please share it as much as you can and also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Okay, so let's start. What is present tense? The tense which actually refers the time period which belongs at the present time. Okay, so any action done on the present time is in the present tense. The first point is simple present or present indefinite. When the present indefinite tense is used, present indefinite tense is used in case of universal or eternal truth. It is also used in case of habitual truth and general statement. The pattern of simple present or present indefinite tense is, at first we have to write the subject, then V1 and then object. Now what is V1? V1 is the present form of the verb. The present form of the verb refers as V1. So the pattern is subject plus V1 plus object. Here are some examples of present indefinite or simple present tense. Okay. The first example is the earth moves round the sun. As we know that it is a universal truth that the earth moves round the sun. Here the tense is applied to simple present tense because it is a universal truth or eternal truth. The second example is he drinks tea every morning. That means it is a habitual truth. It is a habitual truth of a particular person who drinks tea every morning. So, in this case also we use simple present tense. Similarly, I get up at 6 o'clock daily. That means I usually get up at 6 o'clock. Okay, so here the tense is used also the simple present tense. And the fourth example is Ramesh goes to the school every day. That means Ramesh every day goes to his school. So here we observe the differences between the verbs. That means in the first sentence I write moves, in the second sentence I write drinks, in the third sentence I write gets, and in the fourth sentence I write goes. So why? What is the basic difference between these verbs? If the subject is in third person singular number, then S or ES is written with the V1 form of the verb. That means in the first sentence the subject is the earth. The earth is the third person and also it is a singular number. So the verb here moves because S is required with the verb move, and I is not the third person. It is a first person. So here S does not require. That's why I write I get up at 6 o'clock daily. Okay. Now come to the next point, that is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is used to express an action going on at the time of speaking. That means I am teaching you. So this is a present action. This is a present action when I actually speak. So this is present continuous tense. The next point is for a temporary action which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking. Present continuous tense also used to describe a temporary action which actually not happening at the time when it is spoken. Okay. The third point is present continuous tense also used for an action which is planned or arranged to take place in the near future. The pattern of present continuous tense is subject plus am is are plus V4 plus object. Now what is V4? V4 is when we use ing form with the verb, then it becomes V4. So the pattern is subject plus am is are plus V4 plus object. Now look at the examples. The first example is I am writing an English essay. So here am is used and after that we use V4 form of the verb write. So I am writing an English essay. The second example is he is playing football. That means at present, at the time of speaking, he is playing football. So it is an example of present continuous tense. The third example is they are doing their homework. This is also an example of present continuous tense. My fourth example, and look at it very carefully, that I mentioned, my sister is working in a bank. By saying this sentence, here I do not refer the actual time. That here in this sentence, the sentence means that my sister working in a bank, but at present she is not in a bank. It is not mandatory that at present she is working in a bank, but it means that my sister, it is an example of a temporary action which may not be actually happening at the time of speaking. Okay, so and the fifth example is I am going to Delhi tomorrow. That means it is the example of nearest future which is going to be happened. So this is all about present continuous tense. Now come to the third point, that is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense is used to denote an action which is completed at the time of speaking. The pattern of present perfect tense is, we have to write at first the subject and then have or has, and after that we have to write V3 form of the verb and then the object. Now what is V3? The past participle form of the verb is the V3 form of the verb. Now look at the examples. I have solved all the sums. So here I, and after that have is used, and after that the V3 form of the verb solve is used here. Similarly, in the second sentence, he has done his homework, and in the third sentence, they have done their homework. Okay, so these are all the examples of present perfect tense. Now come to the last point of present tense, that is present perfect continuous tense. So when the present perfect continuous tense is used, it is used for an action which began sometime in the past and is still continuing at the present. The pattern of the present perfect continuous tense is, at first we should write the subject and then the have or has, then been, B-E-E-N, been, and after that V4, that means the verb plus ing form, and for or since or from. Okay, so look at the examples. He has been sleeping for 2 hours. He has been sleeping for 2 hours. That means he started to sleep before 2 hours and it is still continuing an action. So here the present perfect continuous tense is used. He has been sleeping. Sleeping is the V4 form of the verb sleep. And here we use for 2 hours. 2 hours is the time period which we have to mention in case of present perfect continuous tense. Okay. The next example is, they have been living here since 2015. Here the period is mentioned and we use since before the year. They have been living here since 2015. And in the third example, I write, we have been studying at Delhi University for 2 years. That means we started to study at the Delhi University 2 years ago and it is also still continuing process. So here the present continuous perfect continuous tense is used. Okay, here look at the note that you should write have after I, you and they, and you should write has after he, she, it or any kind of name. We use have after I, you and they, and we use has after he, she, it and any name. So this is the topic of today. Please go through it, and if you find really helpful, then please subscribe my channel and also share it as much as you can. So meet you with you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.